As the saying goes, the older you get, the faster time goes. And ain't that the truth? It's already Christmas project time. Before I start this video, I'd like to take 10 seconds for the veterans, the war veterans, all the lost soldiers and all the soldiers still alive. I don't turn on my Christmas lights till after Remembrance Day here in Canada, and really don't want anything to do with Christmas till after Remembrance Day, but I got to make this video before Remembrance Day so people can get on top of their Christmas challenge. Peace. So I just like to take 10 seconds for the lost soldiers and the soldiers still alive and say thank you for your service. So here's 10 seconds. It should really be a minute, but 10 seconds is all we really have on this video. Now, the Christmas challenge. I'm going to make it very simple this year. Very simple, and anybody can do this. 100% anybody can do this. Now, these are some spoons. I've already made a video carving these spoons. Wood spirits. So I got to get this Christmas challenge video out. So that video will be coming out after some wood spirits on the end of the spoons and a tree. I'll show that tree later. Now, I bought 3 of these spoons for $3.99. I did end up buying one. You got 3 of them for $3.99. So what's that? It's like $1.35 a spoon or something, or around there. Now, I bought one set, but then I said, well, these are good spoons, and I'm going to do a Christmas challenge with these spoons. So go buy the rest. So I bought 3 more packs. So look at all the spoons. I've already carved off 5 of them or 6 of them. So on my bandsaw, I just got this, blocked it out like this, because I'm going to carve a gnome on this one. I've already carved a couple gnome heads. These spoons, I think it's like Emi wood or something. The farmer told me it's a foreign wood. Now this spoon it's not very hard to get a fence board, cut it out like that, and hollow the spoon part out, and there's your spoon. I will do a video on that throughout the Christmas challenge before Christmas, but these are the ones I got at the dollar store. Now this Christmas challenge, well, it has to be a carving. It doesn't have to be a deep carving, but you have to carve at least a little bit and then paint your thing or whatever. So I think on this one, this spoon right here, I'm going to carve a snowman. For the Christmas challenge, it has to be something Christmas. You can be a friggin' Christmas Santa. It can be a gnome. It can be a friggin' elf. It can be a piece of snow. It can be whatever you want it to be Christmas. Now, I'm saying this is my challenge so I can make the rules. I'm saying that it has to be carved on a wooden cooking utensil. So you can get a spoon like this, or you can get a fork like this. You can get a knife like this. You can get a rolling pin, anything. You can get a bowl, carve a Christmas. It has to do with cooking, and it has to be wooden. So that's what the Christmas challenge is. It has to do with cooking, and it has to be with wooden, and it has to be something Christmassy. Christmas. You could do a Santa. Wood spirits are just like Santas are just like it can be like a wood spirit Santa. It has to have the Santa hat if you're gonna do a wood spirit. You can't just do a wood spirit, paint the beard white. It's got to have the red Santa hat. It doesn't have to be red, but it has to have the Santa hat. Because sometimes these challenge people think I'm stupid. They just carve wood spirits and do something to make it look like the friggin' Halloween. And no. This is Christmassy. This is Christmas. And I think these will be big sellers. Like I already got like 6 or 7 of these carved, And I'm going to take them down to the lady at the store. You're not going to get a lot of money for these. I don't know, like 20 bucks or something. But I think they're going to be big sellers this year. I bet you I'll sell them all. So this one's going to be a Santa, and this is what we're going to carve today. Who got spanked with a wooden spoon when they're younger? Yep. These ones would not break. These ones would break your butt. These ones would not break over your butt. All right, wooden spoon. This spoon is 13, say 13 and a half or 13 and a quarter long. The thickness is, well, it's 1 inch. Amyjo wood, I forget the farmer said it was called. I forget the name, but it's kind of like mahogany or what's that other wood? Teak. But I don't think it is. I don't know. So how do you draw it? This is going to be a snowman. And I will talk about, there's going to be a few prizes for the people that go into the challenge. And on Christmas Day, I'll have a video with everybody's carvings to show on it, on the video for YouTube. It's the World of Wood Carvers Christmas Challenge, basically what it is. So here's the hat. And, you know, you do not have to be, to take part in this challenge. Trust me, I don't look at anybody's piece and say, what the hell is, that person doesn't know how to carve. That Carving Fusion is not that person. We like everybody's carvings from the very beginner. So very beginners can, so here's the hat. Very beginners can do this challenge. Now these spoons are not perfectly round. And yeah, I'm just making a mess here. So there is the snowman's hat. Now I think the worst part of the snowman is carving out the hat. I got to put a line on the top here. I got to do it off camera because you need to carve around the back too. And I'm not going to break the brim of this hat too big because whoever buys this, you don't want this little, when this is the brim right here, you don't want this to break off. So there's the hat. We don't even need to draw the snowman on, but you can do your snowman. So it's like, what is this? What do they say? 3 snowballs or 2 snowballs? I'm just going to do mine with 2. So one smaller one for the face here and a bigger one for the body. Just Carve Rob does Just Carve Rob. If you guys don't know his YouTube channel, I'll leave a link below. He does awesome smaller carvings like this. And I asked him to chip in a price, and he said, well, I'll tell you later. So just make sure you get your lines. I should really be using a pencil. You know, you get a spoon like this. You could, what are those little red berries with like a mistletoe, I think they're called. You can just do a surface carving, wood burn around it, or just do your little surface carving, paint it. That's good enough. But you guys, you know, because you're going to be on the World of Wood Carving channel's video for Christmas, you guys want to really challenge yourself to this, to do something. But you can see here, I'm not really challenging myself. But anyways, you can make this top of the hat a little bit bigger. All right. Now this is the tool that I'm going to be using to do in this wood carving. This is a small wood carving. This is a micromotor tool. Now you guys can buy this tool. I believe it. I think it's like 200 American dollars. It's the RAM Products Incorporated icube. I'll leave a link to it below. If you use the code CFusion or Carving Fusion, you'll save yourself 10%, I think. Now I really suggest this tool. This tool is, it spins a lot fast. I think this spins 40 or 40,000 RPMs to the Dremel. It's a lot quieter than the Dremel. It's a lot smoother. It's the motor is inside the handpiece. All right. There's no flex shaft. Let's turn it on. It doesn't flash. Like, it's flashing there right now, but once I get it going, it won't flash. Now, where's my foot? I got a foot pedal. I suggest order it with the foot pedal Okay, so there's my foot pedal. Because the foot pedal controls the speed, it controls your on, off, and everything. So let's see here. Which way? Oh, got to turn the foot pedal on. Okay, so there you go. There's a hand or foot pedal. There's a forward, reverse. And what's that? And the motor. Now, I'm going to put it by the microphone so you can hear it. Like it's on right now. So let's turn it off. It's off. I'll hit the foot pedal. This is, I consider the Fordham like a big, huge, the Fordham would be like one of those ships with all the sea cans that carries the sea cans. The Dremel would be like a tugboat, and I'd consider this as like a crazy fast speedboat. So I think the beginning wood carver should definitely get one of these micromotors. Now, I'm not sponsored by Ram Products by any means. I have an agreement with the owner of Ram Products that I'll support him and he'll support me. Now, I haven't asked him yet, but I'm going to ask him if he can give me a lower price on this unit, and this can be one of the prizes that somebody can win for the Christmas challenge. Now, Just Carve Rob said he would carve a magnet Santa head. Amyjo said that she would also chip in carving for the challenge too. So let's just say one of these for a prize. Just Carve Rob has a price, and Amyjo has a price. Amyjo has a YouTube channel too, and I'll leave a link to her YouTube channel listed below. So thank you, Just Carve Rob, and thank you, Amy. I'm not accepting any more people to want to chip in for the challenge. I might make it so you can chip in money so I can buy more prizes, but I haven't thought that far ahead yet. All right, so let's start on this Santa hat. Your Santa doesn't need to have a hat. This is going to be a black hat, of course. The hats are just a lot more work. Now, why I like these micromotors too. There's lots of different makes of micromotors, but if you don't have the $200 to buy this one, you're gonna buy a cheap one off Amazon, like one of those. Like this is what girls use to do their nail stuff, I think. Don't buy one of those cheap Chinese ones. I tell you right now, you're gonna have a hard time finding one that has the 1/8 collet for these types of burrs. So you can buy them. They have the smaller collets, but then you got to buy the smaller burrs. And the most common burrs for Dremels are the 1/8 ones. So this is all you do to change your burrs. Just give it a click, like right here. Turn this piece, click that. It unlocks the collet. You take it out. Now, you always got to have a collet inside here. This burr is kind of plugged up, but I think we don't want to go too aggressive on this hat. So here's the new burr. I'm going to start off with this Kutzall. If you want to get these Kutzall burrs you want to get these Kutzall burrs, just go to the description below. It'll take you to the Kutzall site down in the description, and you'll save yourself 5% if you use the code CFusion. So you always have to have a burr in these pieces. You don't want to leave this piece sitting around for days with no burr in it. They suggest always have a burr in it. So it's just this easy. Put your burr in there. Pull it out just a little bit and lock her up. Now your burr's in there. So this easy. Click it, pull your burr out, put your new burr in, push it in. Now these burrs are not meant to spin 45 or 40,000 RPMs. So this is okay. I'm going to explain why I do this. So I push it in all the way tight there, and I pull it out just a little tiny bit. Then lock it up again. Now, why I do that with the Dremel too, because sometimes these collets get sticky inside here, and these burrs get stuck when you go to release it. But if the burr gets stuck in there, and if this thing's released, you pull it out just a little bit, you can get your burr, tap it on the table, it will push in, then you can just pull it out. All right, so that's that. Now, I'm going to run this this is the icube micromotor. Everybody, I suggest if you're gonna buy one of these from the you can email the people at RAM. They're very helpful. You can order the foot pedal with it too, and it does the speed control. So it's an on-off. It's a foot pedal for your Dremel or whatever is better. It's on-off. You don't have to keep on getting your hand turning it on and off. You just do it all with your foot. Trust me. So there it's spinning now at 34,000 RPMs. So remember, these burrs are not meant to spin at 40,000 RPM. So this is not like a type Dremel tool or a Fordham. This is more delicate. That's why you do not see me using this too often. Because I'm just a freak. I like to carve fast and heavy, and this is more for like fine tuning, for doing little carvings like this. Ben's Studio on the Lake has a different brand one that's a good one too. But I suggest, again, I repeat, do not buy one of those cheap Chinese ones unless you want to run the smaller burrs and get yourself a micromotor. So another thing too, I think it was last year, a couple years ago, I made a video. I said, these things, this is my dust collector. All the dust gets sucked down here. These things are less dusty if you have a dust collector table. And Buddy, less dusty than a Dremel. Buddy was like, how can that be less dust from these tools? Well, here's why this is less dusty. Because this dust from this tool spins a lot faster than a Dremel. The dust is a lot finer than the Dremel. And my dust collector table, I have a video coming out on this dust collector table. I've already made it. It's set to private. I'll send it out I'll put the video out a couple days after this video because I got to get this Christmas challenge video out. The dust is a lot finer. My table has a lot easier time sucking up the dust because it's a lot finer. All right, so there's the answer for that. Now you see how I'm just using the edge of this burr just to slowly shape out the hat. Now I'm going to turn on my table and we'll, let me just talk here first. My snowmen are never that round. They're more squarish looking, but the deeper that you carve on these lines here like this, see I'm using the side of the burr. Spinning the spoon. The deeper that you carve in there, the more rounder you can make your snowman look. So it's better that you draw your lines on perfect. So this will be a little bit of voiceover. I'm always wearing dust masks now when I'm doing my wood carving, even though I got my dust collector table going there. Dust still gets in your lungs. I try to wear long sleeve shirts now too when I'm wood carving because dust gets in your pores. I don't care what you say. There I am, just blocking out the snowman's head. Sorry, I just ate my dinner and I'm stuffed. Blocking out the snowman's head there, just make it kind of like a square hat. You could give him a round hat. That hat brim, that hat like lid or whatever it's called, is a little bit tall. I cut it down later off line so it's not so big. Give him a round hat, give him a square hat, give him a triangle hat, give him a friggin' snowball hat. Do what you want. That's what like Christmas. You know, I said on lots of my videos, the Halloween videos, Halloween's the best time to be creative and just kind of make stuff up. Christmas, you can make up whatever you want too. But Christmas is kind of more like Santa, the reindeer, the snowman. What's that big monster on that old Yeti? I'd love to see somebody carve a Yeti. I'm just doing these really simple, small carvings at my Dremel table. I'm not really going to be getting into bigger stuff doing the Dremel carving. Now, I kind of wish I sped this up a bit. I can't speed it up because I've already got all the rest of the video set. So this is how it's going down. Charlie Brown. Now I think it's time to switch out burs. See how, make sure that burr stops spinning when you switch it. But see how easy it is with those micromotors to switch the burrs? This is a round Kutzall flame burr. It's the gold one. I don't know why I said round, but it's the gold Kutzall flame burr. Now, sooner or later, I have to take out this burr too, because this wood, if you have a dull burr or a really fine burr, see that? The burr burns the wood at the same time. So you have to go consistent and go really light-handed. You know, I've said on my other videos, the more burrs that you have, the better you'll be able to type. The better you'll be able to carve different types of wood. I had to, right there, I'm lowering that head a little bit. The snowman head was a little bit too small. And just having fun, listening to some music, rounding the snowballs over, snowball things over, and enjoying yourself. This is very, very beginner stuff. Anybody can do this. It does not need to be a full 3D snowman. Doesn't even need to be carve what you want. Carve what you want, when you want, and how you want. And it will be funner for you. I, myself, for chainsaw carvings or whatever, I hate, here's some really, I fired the cameraman a couple times on this video. I hate carving commissions. If I know the person, I hate it. If I don't know the person, I hate it. If it's a family member, I hate it. I hate doing commissions because then I feel like they have an expectation of how they want the carving to be. Does that make sense? But if you carve, excuse me, if you carve what you want to carve, when you want to carve, somebody messages you to buy a carving, say, well, I really don't do commissions, but you can send them pictures, but this is what I have for sale. And something, they might want something. You know, I'm not lying. I'm selling all these spoons. Everything that I carve Christmas is going to that lady's store. All my trees and everything. And I'll just make a post on Facebook if anybody, there's some really awesome filming. If anybody wants to get a Christmas carving from me, including the trees, they'll be at the lady's store in Ladner. She's a real nice lady, and I like to support her too. So hopefully get her some more business at her store. She's got lots of artist stuff in her store. Maybe one day I'll take you. It's a little store in my town. Sorry, I'm just eating a piece of bacon. So there, it's kind of shaped good enough. The more time you spend shaping it, more time you spend on it, the better. So now let's move on to this. This is going to be a little gnome. A full body little gnome. You know, I really didn't put too much thought into it. I haven't carved like we're talking about a gnome with legs and arms. It works out. I'll show you at the end, but it doesn't. If you put more thought into your piece, it's going to turn out better. Like I said, yeah, because I had all these hats blocked out on my bandsaw. Like, see how it's like a cone? I did that on I was going to do gnome faces, not the full body gnomes, like just carve raw and those other carvers do, like with the legs. So this one, the upper part, the torso, or like the bot, like from the belt up to the shoulders, is just way too long. But trust me, somebody will buy it. Now there's a big fat round nose for your gnome. I don't think I show too much carving of this gnome because this video is not based on the gnome. Maybe just carve Rob will make a maybe just carve Rob will make a gnome spoon video. Again, I'll leave the description to Just Carve Rob's YouTube channel down below. I'll leave Amyjo's YouTube channel down below. They'll both donate prizes for the challenge. Now, I'll bring this up. Actually, no, I won't, because I forget what I was going to say. That is, what bird do I got in there? Yeah, that's one of those 3-point cheap Chinese cutters. Now, those pretend you're knife carving. Those burrs are like kind of chisels. They're kind of like knives. Basically, they're good to carve with the grain, and they're good for start. Like, see how I'm just kind of removing lots of wood with that? It's hard to carve details with these burrs. So that would be like a knife. It would be, I believe it would be called a start cut. You know how they got starts and stops? Or maybe that's a stop cut. I don't know. But it just lets you get into the wood deep around your, well, I guess just the subjects like the hat and the nose. And now see, I'm just carving with the grain, slowly removing the wood. I haven't got hit with one of these 3-point cutter burrs yet, like hitting the skin. It did hit my thumbnail a while back, and it took a lot of the thumbnail off. So these burrs are super aggressive. So if you're going to use these, be safe. Just know where you're. So I got my carving hand on there on the handpiece, but always know where your other hand is in case that burr wants to kick off or something. So see, I'm still carving with the grain there. Letting it spin around, go along the side of the nose, trying to get rid of that initial cut that I did, removing the wood below the nose, just like a wood spirit. So like trying to get in that top corner by the nose, it's just not going to happen. So you see, I try it here. Now I'm carving against the grain, and I just didn't even bother. I said, okay, well, it's time to swap out a burr and finish it off with a different burr. So that's it for that. Now here is a rolling pin. So you see how the Santa beard mustache kind of goes up instead of down? That's how you make your wood spirits look like Santas. That's how I do anything. Anyways, that is the Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. This is a time lapse. See how I cut around the whole thing first? Cut. That's what wood carving is. Cut, remove, cut, remove, cut, remove, cut, remove, cut, remove, cut, remove. This wood spirit Santa, I really screwed up the nose. So from here on in, it was like it was trying to save the piece. Santa should have a big fat nose. This one got too thin, and I blew out one of the nostrils. It was just a nightmare. But it is what it is. And always sign your pieces, even if you think it's a piece of junk. No wood carving is firewood. You do not turn your wood carvings into firewood. You do your first wood carving and you tuck it away. And if you do more wood carvings, you can pull that one out 2 years later and say, look how good I got. Big Teddy, these are the metalworking burrs. I suggest you guys to get them. There's 20 in a set, and the price of these have gone way up on Amazon and stuff. But those metalworking burrs, you get 20 in a set. I believe they're in my Amazon store. Almost all the stuff that I use besides the Ram microcarver is in my Amazon store. But those burrs, you get some real detail. So there's the save on the Wood Spirit Santa. Do I like it? No, I actually hate it. But I tried my best to save it. That's maple wood. I hate carving maple. It's my least favorite wood to carve. It's hard. It's fuzzy. One thing about maple, though, it does sand really nice. So here's the gnome. See how big, like his legs, he's got like little tiny legs. He's got a big torso or a big chest belly thing. And little tiny midget arms in there. Not that I have anything against, I should say small people arms. Sorry, I just took a bite of my hamburger. That's it. I just ate my hamburger. The rest of it. I still got some French fries and gravies left. So what's going on here? So, the voiceover's over. So, Rob from way yonder. It's supposed to be green and red, but I forgot this one's painted blue and red. But let's carve a little hat on this fellow. Put your Christmas stuff on it. Now here's the snowman. I also, with the spoons, I just do nice little designs like this on it, gives it more character. Now, one thing I forgot to say is, actually, don't worry about it. I'll probably say it in the voiceover. So the snowman, show me a perfectly round snowman, and it's not a very cool snowman. So, anyways, there's a snowman. So we got to start gnome, snowman, rolling pin thing, whatever it is. Now I'm going to pull out this wood burner. I believe this is in my Amazon store too. It's a cheap Amazon wood burner. I think it was like 32 American dollars. So I suggest this for people that don't have a lot of money that want to get into wood burning. I'll wood burn this snowman on video, and we'll paint. And then we gotta, I don't know, does your snowman need to have arms? I just don't know. I love drinking coffee when I'm carving. So here's the wood burner. This burner comes with lots of different tips. So I think I'm just gonna, your snowman could have like a red scarf on there. You could do things on the hat, but I'm just gonna leave this one real simple because, well, I'm not gonna lie, I am carving these to sell these, and well, I don't want to spend too much time on them. But I'll tell you something right now. These will make fantastic gifts. I suggest doing this wood burning in a ventilated area. I have a fan up here that's sucking the smoke. And yeah, so it's just that simple. It's like this. You can have your red scarf here and blah, blah, blah. The more time you want to, I want to see some, for this challenge, I want to see some cool, original stuff. Or maybe even carve some reindeer heads on these. Just carve some. I got what? Just carve Rob Christmas reindeer. I'm gonna have to pull the just carve Rob Christmas carvings out for the end of this video. I think for this snowman, it's just as simple as this. Nothing crazy. Now you got to remember the spoon's here, so this is not a wall hanger. Like you could drill a little hole in here. I have other spoons that are wall hangers, right? But this is just for somebody for having a Christmas dinner. They could use this spoon and impress all their family and friends. Now here's the gnome. Now I don't think, because this video is based on the snowman. This wood does not burn very good, by the way. I don't think I'm going to paint this gnome Christmas themed. I'm just going to do like red, green, but like I said, to be in the Christmas challenge video, yours need to be painted Christmas themed. My challenge, my rules. Anyways, all you whittlers, if you're watching this, are probably cursing at me. That's not a friggin', that's not how you do a gnome. Well, it's how I did a gnome. And go find a short pier and take a long walk. So now we're at the painting stage. What I did beforehand, so your spoon, he'll be the face of the snowman. I got a drill bit and drilled the little holes in there for sticks for the arms. I just used a barbecue skewer, cut it with scissors. I asked Just Carve Rob if he thinks it will be strong enough for the little silly. I'll cut these shorter later, like that height, maybe even shorter, because you don't want them to break off. These barbecue skewers, I believe, are bamboo. So, anyways, more silliness. You guys like eating popcorn? I love popcorn. Anyways, this here's some dollar store white paint, y'all. And we got our Carving Fusion paint tray here. Dollar store paintbrush. And just paint her white. Paint her white, paint the hat black. Then I guess Bob's your uncle. Bob's my stepdad, but maybe you got an uncle named Bob. Anyways. Nowadays, maybe Nancy's your uncle. I forgot to mention this on the snowman. I just remembered sometimes you can see down here, there's just a touch of blue in the white. Ben's Studio on the Lake made a video maybe last year, the year before. He's not making videos right now, but he said that snow, because you want this to look like it's, I don't know, snow on here, I guess. Well, I guess you don't have to, but snow kind of always has a tint of blue. Anyways, kind of just make it rough there. These, I remember one year I sold like 30 of these little. I'm going to do some in bark. Just carve them really quick, paint the eyes black, paint all this white, and then paint the hat red. Oops, I painted over the lip. Anyways, I'll get all this crap done.
Wow, humbug, Merry Christmas. Wow, 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 humbug, Merry Christmas.
So these spoons, say like, oops, I got to sound this off. If you got a store that wants to sell these for you, nobody needs to know that you got these from the thrift store. If they say, who made the spoon, just lie, say you did. I don't know. I'm not going to, you don't have to say to the lady at the store, well, I didn't make this. But like if it was for my sister or something, I'd say, yeah, I found these spoons at the thrift store. But you don't need to say that you got the spoon at the thrift store. So, or whatever. So here's the silly little, for some reason, I'm not really, my camera's not filming that good today. It seems like the color's kind of screwed up. But here's the snowman. I painted the little arms darker brown. Just got some paint, just painted on the things. You know, I could have spent a lot more time on this, making this a lot better looking. But it's, like I said, this is, anybody can enter this challenge. So don't think that you can't do it. Like, look how silly this is. Come on. Come on. Now, in here I have some Mod Podge. I got these craft glitter fruity sparkles from last winter. I like these ones the best because they're super fine. They're not too loud. They're not too crazy. So the Hemway craft glitter, you can get these on Amazon. This color is the mother of pearl. And I don't know how much they cost this year, but these ones are super fine. They're just not too bright and stuff like that. So I've mixed some in here. For bigger carvings, I'll show you the gnome. Like I spray it with the clear coat, then I sprinkle this stuff on. Kind of makes a mess. But I've mixed lots of sparkles inside this Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Here. This is a Mod Podge. I'm not going to put it on the whole spoon. And, you know, when you sell this to somebody or give it as a gift, say maybe you don't want to put it in the dishwashing machine. So I'm just going to soak this on. When you use this Mod Podge, it's best to put it on evenly all the way around. So like you see that white clump there, kind of just smooth it out. So it all dries the same, because if you put this on, this stuff dries really thick when you're laying it on too. If you, like inside there, try and get that out of there, because sometimes it will dry white. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see the sparkles in there already, but there's lots. I can see them lots. I'm just going to do this snowman. I'm not going to do the rest of the spoon because, well, You might want to use this for cooking. Anyways, I'll get this done. I'll let it dry and then talk about what I did today. We'll talk about the challenge. All righty. Here is the pumpkin spider gnome pilot. I had Halloween paintings on there, but I just painted it white and I just did this blue stuff on it. Now it's a Christmas gnome. Put a little bit of red on the end of the nose. You can see those sparkles in there. Can you see? Yeah, there you go. You can see them. I just put some Mod Podge on that. Normally this stuff, I just spray it with clear coat or put the Mod Podge on it and sprinkle the gnomes, but I just was here sitting in here listening to music. Now here's the snowman. See those sparkles? I just loaded it up. You don't really see them on the video in the white, but they're all over the place. So there is the snowman spoon. Here is a spatula that I bought from Walmart for $2. And here's just this cheesy little, I'm not trying to impress anybody here. Just a cheesy little snowman on there with a wood burning around it. $2 spatula from Walmart. Now you can go to the store and buy wooden spoons like this. I will be making a video on cutting out a wood spoon on a piece of fence board like this and shaping it and carving it. It's a little tree. You don't have to make the big Christmas trees. There's a little tree. This will be part of something with lights in it. Here is, now this rolling pin, I carved it too fast. I don't know what this is, but I put a little bit of blue on the nose and red on the nose and some white dots, kind of like snow freckles. But whatever, it is what it is. Somebody will buy it. Yeah, this nose was a huge save. I really screwed up the nose on that one. So it just goes to show you guys, it's full of sparkles too. Ladies love the sparkles at Christmas time. And the big thing is, you know, ladies are the ones that are going to be buying this stuff at Christmas. So I suggest this stuff if you want that. But get what you want. Here's a tree that I carved. I could paint this green, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it. This will be good at somebody's cabin. I think I filmed this, carving this on the next video. So there's a tree. And here's the gnome that I did. It's all Mod Podged, okay? So he's got his little T-Rex mini arms under there. And here's the thing. Like, here's the thing, and I hope this all can affect you too. I don't care. Like his t-shirt, like this gnome could end right where that t-shirt is. It doesn't have to have the pants or the belt and stuff. This gnome could end right here. Now, I'm not classifying this as a Christmas gnome. So if you guys are going to carve the gnomes, paint the hat red, make sure that you put some snow or something on that hat, because just a gnome with a red hat does not mean it's Christmas. Here's another gnome that a gnome face. This one has a hole. This could be a wall hanger. You see how I just did that on the spoon? Just gives it more character. So this is just a little quick gnome that I carved. Not filming, I don't think. And here's another little gnome with a red hat. Now, if I wanted to make this a Christmas gnome, I'd paint the beard and the mustache white, and I'd put some little Carving Fusion Ben's Studio on the Lakes, things like this blue stuff up here. You guys can see that blue, those blue lines and dots up here. Then it would be a Christmas gnome. That's it. My unprofessional videos here. Terrible filming today. Sorry about that, everybody. So this gets the Christmas challenge going. I'm going to be doing lots more stuff. Lots more stuff. I would just carve Rob, old pal, old buddy. Your buddy Jordy needs a just carve Rob gnome spoon. I need one from you. It doesn't have, I need to have, just carve Rob is awesome at carving little caricatures like this. Now, I don't have his little carvings here, but it's getting late in the night, but I will show them throughout my Christmas carvings. Please, Rob, I need one. Anyways, for the challenge, it has to be Christmassy. It has to be a cooking utensil. It has to be wood. All right. The pictures, I'm not going to accept pictures till December 1st. I'll make a quick video saying calling all pictures for the Christmas challenge. Okay. Is that fair enough? So I'll give my email address, or if you're on my friend's Facebook, you can send me the picture through Facebook or in the Carving Fusion members group or our Chainsaw Carving the Fusion. If you want to be along to the Chainsaw Carving members group, the password to get into the group is called Carve Deeper. And just say that why do you want to be in this group? Because I know Jordy or something. It's a small group. There's only like 140 members in there. Now I'll do a live drawing for the winners. I said, here's the ram. This will be a prize. Just Carve Rob will do a little snowman as a prize. Amyjo will do whatever she wants to do as a prize. And if anybody wants to chip in, whatever, if you have extra money you want to chip in to buy better prizes, I will give you a shout out on the video where I show all the carvings. I'll mention your name saying that you helped chip in. Thank you. My PayPal will be listed below in the description with everything else. Okay? None of this money goes to myself. This all goes for prizes and helps pay for shipping. Now, I don't think I'm going to give any of these carvings for a prize for the chip-in, for this, not chip-in, but this giveaway, this challenge. I'll probably end up carving a wood spirit, and I think somebody would like to have one of my wood spirits better than one of these silly Christmas carvings. Okay, so let's just finish this video up. It has to be a Christmas theme. It has to be on wood. It has to be carved, and it has to be a cooking utensil. Maybe if you can find something other than these stuff. I'm going to be looking at the thrift stores and dollar stores. And I'll be carving more stuff. Trust me. I'll be calling for all pictures starting December 1st. The deadline will be, oh yeah, I got it written down here. Deadline will be December 21st at midnight. The video with all you guys' carvings will be on Christmas Day. And I'll do a live video Boxing Day for the winners. You can be a very first beginning carver. It could be your very first carving. There's no first place, second place, third place. Anybody that sends me a picture of their carving has a chance to win. Now I'm saying send your pictures this way, not this way. Don't send them this way. Send them this way, the wide way, so people can watch the video on their TV. So send them in the landscape this way, not this way. That makes sense. So we'll be talking lots more about the Christmas carving challenges and stuff like that. Have fun, everybody. Carve deeper. And 3, 2, 1. Let the games begin. Go.